What's going on, Drinking Buddies? Brand new podcast coming right at you. But you know what we got to do first? We got to do those things that generate a little revenue for the show. First and foremost, we are brought to you by the Patreon at patreon.com/MattSlayer. There's a lot of exciting new things happening with the Patreon. Some of my guests have been kind enough to give some promo codes to some of their sites. On top of that, there is some new content. Come check that all out today at patreon.com/MattSlayer. Of course, supporting the Patreon directly supports me, directly supports the show. And I couldn't do this without you, so appreciate all my drinking buddies. We are also brought to you this week by the merch store at anwd.net/merch. Have you ever wanted an Now We Drink hat, a shirt? New merch ideas popping up all the time. Check those out today at anwd.net/merch. Or if you're on YouTube, just go to the channel store and the merch is right there. We are also brought to you this week by our friends at Casa Nica. Casa Nica is a wellness website, a personal lifestyle wellness website. Yes, we'll call it that. You can get the type of personal wellness items that vibrate or lingerie. And if you use promo code ANWD at checkout, you can get 15% off all your purchases. Any purchases over $100 gets free shipping in the U.S. Get yourself some personal wellness today at Casa Nica. That is casa-nica.com. Link is in the description. Last but certainly not least, the two easiest ways you can support the show. Go to the YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com/nowwedrink and subscribe. It helps boost the algorithm, helps bring the podcast to more drinking buddies, and takes you nothing but a couple of seconds. So I'd appreciate the hell out of you if you went and did that today. The other really super easy way to support the show is to signal boost. Share posts. Let people know about the show. All really painless and free things that you can help me out with. Let's get on with the show. My guest this week is the one and only Wisconsin Tiff. This one gets a little loose. Tiff talks about a lot of her experiences, just a lot of things that she does just for funsies. So sit back, relax, pop a cold one, and enjoy Drinking Buddies.
When aliens come to take over, they look at us like we're out of our minds now. We'll get a galactic makeover, and now we're thinking that they just might be right. I cannot wait for this whole world to end. I'm gonna break out the bottle with my friends. I think they'll tell the best stories when we're gone.
Tiffany, what the hell's going on?
I'm good.
Welcome. For the audio audience, just the audience in general, this was an adventure to get together today.
Yeah.
Like I've gotten Tiffany pretty much just right off the plane. Like she thought she was coming tomorrow. She was like, "Oh, I'm gonna come get all dolled up," and then, "Oh shit, it's today," and just kidnapped her right from LAX. There's not an APB out for me, right?
There's no what?
All points bulletin. The police aren't looking for me from kidnapping you from LAX.
Nah.
Good. That'd be really awkward, them kicking in the door in the middle of the interview. So what is going on with you? What are you doing here in LA?
Just visiting some friends. I am staying with my friend Millie, and then I stopped by the Naked Bakers, and just I was supposed to have a collab this week, but it ended up not happening, so it's totally fine. It was known in advance, and I decided not to cancel my ticket. I'm still going to come out here because I really want to see my friends out here. So, and then I figured, well, I'm going to do a podcast anyways, so.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Did your collab have a heart attack or something?
No, it was just something that was out of our control, but.
I mean, heart attacks usually are.
It was something else. It was just, we rescheduled it, but.
For the audience who's unfamiliar, Tiffany has been known to dive into the elder folk.
Senior citizens.
So I couldn't help myself. I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself about making the heart attack joke.
I didn't even think about that. I have a joke with that. I thought it'd be funny, and I made this tagline, one older man at a time, but I was like, one stroke at a time. I'm thinking jerking off. And then I realized I was like, that sounds really bad. One stroke at a time and they're 80. That just sounds I did not end up using that tagline. I thought it was clever, but then I realized like it sounds like they're going to die after we do it.
Have you had any casualties?
No.
Not yet?
Mm-mm.
But you could be the last thing they see before they go.
Maybe.
Like, I see an angel. I see another angel. I see the light. How did that become your niche?
It started on TikTok. I wasn't even doing collabs with guys. Took me, fast forward and back up. So it took me 2.5 years into the industry before I started actually filming with older men. I did one collab prior to that 2 years into. So I was doing all of these TikToks talking about older men, getting all these older men to subscribe to me. It was all solo stuff. And finally, one day, it was 2 years in, I'm like, I got to start getting older men because they're starting to wonder if I'm actually having sex with older men. And I contacted Tadpole Studios and I started working with him. And he told me he has all of these older men. I was like, this is awesome. So I worked with a guy named Jack Moore. He's a senior. He worked with, he did a series called The Blue Pill Men. It was like a pretty big thing. Tadpole and I are walking in this porno shop, you know, just walking around looking at DVDs, just, you know. And I pull this DVD out and it's like the older men section. And I'm just like, you know, just goofing off. And I told him, I'm like, Tadpole, this guy would be perfect. But, and he's like, wait, who is that? He goes, oh, that's Jack Moore. I know him. I can call him. I'm like, really? You would call? He's like, yeah. He had him on the phone and he's talking and like he flew in the week later. I went back down to Chicago. It was great. And then we started filming old man gangbangs thanks to Tadpole Studios because he's so professional and he's so passionate about these gangbangs and getting older men or men who are out of shape or just guys who are just forgotten. And I don't know, it's a lot of fun. So that's kind of where it started.
So is like this legitimately a fetish for you in real life?
Honestly, I was only with one person my entire life until I started OnlyFans.
Really?
I was very religious and I was very against porn, even though we did a lot of kinky stuff behind closed doors. And a lot of that stuff I've kind of incorporated into my porn. And it's like it's the craziest stuff that not a normal person would probably do.
I mean, what's normal? What's normal?
Not using duct tape and doorways, holding your butt cheeks open with duct tape.
I thought that was the use of duct tape. I thought that's what it was intended for.
Just some crazy stuff that I never thought I would be using into my career. And it gets a lot of attention, which, by the way, I have not used duct tape in this industry yet.
Why not?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Did they stop selling it in Wisconsin? Why have you?
But I do use some of the words that were used. Daddy master. I used that on the set of Private Society. And the producer was like, that's amazing. I don't even know where you come up with these words. And I was like, he's like, I don't even need to guide you. You just say things that I've never heard. And I was like, thanks.
Just that Midwestern creativity.
Yeah.
Why aren't you doing things that you used to do in real life, like on set? Why? Why are you holding off on the duct tape?
Because I'm so busy doing gangbangs.
What, you can't tape up Grandpa while you gangbang?
It sounds so bad.
I mean, it's only bad if you don't return him to the home in time.
I feel like that's something more that I would do if it was like a one-on-one. And I'm feeling like freaky. But I don't know. I don't know why I haven't tried it in my content.
Like, I understand, like, it might be kind of painful to get it off them. They're generally hairy old men.
No, what we did was, I don't know if this is what you were thinking I was doing. We would take the duct tape, take a long piece like that, put it on the doorway, on that and that. And then I taped my butt. So when I go back, it opens everything. And then
okay. I thought you were taping them.
No. No.
I had visions of just many taped up doorways.
No, using it as like a weird sex prop.
Nothing wrong with it. If it makes you happy and no one is getting hurt unconsensually, what's wrong with it?
I think it's like a redneck way of using a sex swing.
Did you ever have any mishaps with that? Just like didn't line it up just right? And
No, it was only done one time.
oh,
Yeah.
well, then you're batting 1,000.
Mm-hmm. I just thought it was like really fucking weird. I was like, what am I doing? I'm like,
Well, how did that subject even get broached? Like, hey, babe, I have an idea. How'd that even happen?
said, hey, I want to try something. I'm okay. I just agreed to it, whatever.
Oh, it's his idea?
Yeah.
Okay. What other weird ideas did he have?
Sawzaws, where you take a dildo and you put it on there's like an attachment. It goes like, I hated that. I felt like I was being stabbed by a dildo.
Yeah, that really is.
And the dildo, I was doing like some crazy shit. Here, today, I'm thinking like, this would be great in my content, but I don't know why. I can't do the sawzaw. That just, I felt like I was being stabbed.
Yeah,
like, this is not enjoyable.
Yeah, like the amount of lube that it would take to make that enjoyable probably is quite a bit.
I don't even think I used lube. I just used spit.
That might be the problem. That sounds like a lot of friction.
I never used lube until I got into the industry. I was just using a lot of spit.
Duct tape and spit, you know, makes the world go round, apparently. That is ridiculous. Someone should have educated you on lubricant.
I probably wouldn't have wanted to use lube anyways.
Is that against the Lord? Does God not believe in lube?
No, I just was like, whatever works, the easiest.
Lube's super easy. You spray it out of a bottle. Real easy. Gravity does most of the work getting it out of the bottle, too.
I just made things work. I found a way to make it work.
Fair. I mean, but the Sawzall could have worked a little better. Could have. Just, you know, my 2 cents. Just maybe with a little lubricant.
My first toy was called Frank. And then I threw him away like a year later.
Why?
He was left in a bag and the silicone melted.
That's a good reason.
But then later in life, when I started OnlyFans, I got a new dildo from a fan 3 months into doing OnlyFans. And I named him Hank. It was Frank and Hank. And I actually name all of my toys.
Oh, Jesus. Do you have like fucking old school photo album of all your children, all your children? Like sitting on the coffee table, like, you know, we're both Midwesterners. I'm sure your grandparents had this too. Like you go over and like there's the family album book like that's on a coffee table. I could just imagine that full of all your sex toys. Aw, this is little Frank when I first got him. Isn't he so cute?
No, but I do have them all by memory.
Well, I hope you remember the names of your children. Come on. That'd be really wrong if you're like, I don't remember what the name of this one is. Shit.
I did take it very serious. I forgot one of the names and I was like, oh fuck. So I just gave it a fake name and like I don't even think the fans remembered, but I was like, oh shit, I gotta really remember their names because if I don't remember their names, then I'm just taking it too serious. And like, I don't think they even freaking care.
I mean, they're all probably having post-nut clarity and they're just like, oh, okay, Kim, what happened? Gotta log off now. Clean up. We're dudes. We're stupid. Like, till you get the poison out, nothing matters.
Mm-hmm.
And then once it's out, it's just like, oh, there's something else I should have been doing right now. What else are you going to try to get into while you're here besides seeing friends and doing this?
For this week? I'm just here to see some friends. I'll be gone by Wednesday. I'm flying back on a plane.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I fly out here a lot and then I go back home every weekend. That's why I think fans think I'm not from Wisconsin, because it's so hard for them to understand, like, in this industry, we're not, if we're out in the Midwest and we're really going serious with going to shoots and stuff, we're going to be going out to LA. And a lot of the reasons why I have to go back home is because I have a home there and I have to check on it and make sure everything's good.
Just Airbnb it.
Yeah.
Or set it up as a meth house. One or the other. Just set up some, just think of the bonus content. Just set up a bunch of ring cams where the meth heads can't get at it.
Oh my God.
And just let the meth heads take over and you just sell that on, put it on YouTube. Like, Tiffany's meth house.
Oh my God.
It'll pay for itself.
But yeah, I'm just out here to hang out with friends this week, and then I'll be going back to Mexico, and then LA again, and then LA the week after, and then Vegas. So my main places will be Vegas, Chicago, and LA.
Nice. One. The other thing is, a lot of people don't seem to realize that, like, the legality of actually shooting boy-girl or girl-girl porn, like, outside of California and Nevada gets a little sketchy at times. Like,
It is, yeah.
it's not necessarily 100% legal, and the talent pool's much fucking smaller. Everyone's here for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate to break it to your fans that don't understand this, there's these things called airplanes, and you could be here in 4 hours.
Yes. Yep. I've had fans where they're like, "Are you sure you're from Wisconsin?" I'm 100% sure, but I'm not telling you where I'm from in Wisconsin, because if I were to tell every fan where I was, I would have thousands of fans lined up at my door and I would have to move again. I've already moved 3 times.
Because of fans?
Yes.
What the fuck? So you should definitely set up that meth house and then tell them you all live there. It'll be amazing. Fans versus meth heads. Don't listen to my ideas. They're horrible. Maybe they just think you're from the UP.
No, they think I'm from California. But if I was from California, then I would be doing back-to-back collabs with all the creators and porn stars in LA. So the fact that one of my best friends lives in Wisconsin, Michelle Rain, and why would I just casually be hanging out with her? Like, she's not my neighbor, but she is. Do they not see that I'm really? But I feel like a lot of them just want me to prove so that they know where I am. Because I've had them when they wanted to know what city, town I'm from. And I'm like, I can't tell you. I'm so sorry. I wish I could, but that's a risk for me.
Just tell them you're from La Crosse. Send them to fucking basically Minnesota.
I should do that. I'm from La Crosse. Yeah. But then they'll be like, let's meet up at 9. You're in La Crosse, right?
And you'd be like, no, I'm not meeting you, random stranger. Like, random stranger could be here in LA right now, and you'd be like, why would I meet up with you? Like, even if you didn't do the profession you do right now, what human being is just like, hi, random stranger from the internet? Yes, I would love to meet you right now so you could hog tie me and throw me in your trunk. Who does that?
A lot of it is kind of my thing, like, not my fault, but it's because I do film with fans for Tadpole, only at gangbangs. I won't do one-on-one with fans.
Well, yeah, but that is a controlled environment. And
yes.
They are being vetted. Their paperwork's they're presenting IDs, their paperwork's. There's a lot of other witnesses if something goes wrong.
Yeah.
Like, once again, they just need to get the poison out. That's what they're thinking about. It's just like, but she fucks fans. Oh, she'll want to fuck me, right? I have a great dick. Like, bro, you probably don't. You're probably going to be disappointing. You're probably going to be a story on a podcast. Do you really want that?
Mm-mm.
Do you really want that? It's amazing how delusional dudes can be about everything at times. As a dude, it's mind-boggling. It's just like, stop thinking with your penis for like 30 seconds, bro. Think about this logically. Why would someone do this? Why?
Because I'm so friendly and everybody has a chance with me. But only if you show up to gangbangs and get screened. But sometimes, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Sometimes they don't want to get tested. They don't want to do that. It's too much work. I'm like, okay, well, if I get something from you, which by the way, I have more of a risk getting something from somebody that's outside of the industry versus somebody that's in the industry and we're testing every 2 weeks. I'm not risking that. And they're like, it's too much. I'm like, you know what's going to be too much? You giving me something and me having to take off work and you not being able to jerk off to new content and me having to go on medications, antibiotics, and all that. So I don't think they realize it can really set my career back. So the fact, I'm like, all it takes is go get your blood drawn, pee in a cup, and get your butthole swabbed.
And at the end of the day, these are things you should be doing if you're sexually active on or off a set.
Yeah. And a lot of times it's because they're like, well, I don't have symptoms. Like a lot of these things, you don't have symptoms.
Oh, yeah. Chlamydia is asymptomatic in dudes up to 50% of the time.
Yeah.
Or is it 70? I think it's 75% in dudes and 50% in women. Chlamydia is asymptomatic.
I'm not sure the percentages, but I don't think they realize. And if they knew like how easily transmitted it can be, even without results, they would be going every 2 weeks too.
They're not getting laid every 2 weeks. They're not.
Nah.
Fine. Anyone who's trying to chase you down to hopefully have sex with you probably isn't getting laid often enough because they really need to poison out. Not to say that you're not worthy of chasing down to have sex with, but just that level of desperation about it. Like, please tell me where you are so I can try to fuck. Like, that's weird, dude.
And then they can't fuck me because they're so nervous that they can't even keep a hard dick.
Yeah, well, a lot of people also don't realize that is a particular skill set.
Yeah. They don't realize that's actually a common thing. Like when I'm at the gangbang, some of the guys can't keep hard because they're so nervous. And then some of them just like go because they're like, I can't handle this. Like obviously if they're on their phone thinking about it, it's like, oh my God, I'm so excited I get it back. And then they get there and they're like, oh my God. And then fans wonder why I'm like, you got to go through this screening and you got to do this and this and this. So it kind of sets in their head that this is not just coming to me and raw dogging me taking chances that I might catch something, or I don't know what their intentions are.
Right. Well, I'm curious, why aren't you interested in doing like a one-on-one if they're properly screened with like a crew there and everything like that?
Because if they're not used to performing in front of camera, what happens? Like if they can't keep hard, I would prefer to work with somebody that's been experienced versus them saying, oh yeah, I have I'll be fine. I've done, my stomach just growled really loud. So I hope that,
so you're just playing the odds with having a bunch of dudes there.
yeah, it's just better that way because it's just, I get 30 fans. I kill 30 birds with one stone. So if I can't fuck every fan, but if I have them at a gangbang, I get more and then they get the experience. So it's like, okay, I got them. All right, and more guys.
Well, and like if 10% fail, like there's still 27 of them.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Makes sense. I didn't know if it was a moral thing or just it's a very pragmatic thing. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's wild how much dudes don't think about what actually goes into like making an actual production.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a reason. Sorry, audience has heard this a million times. There's a reason I've never wanted the job because I know what goes into it. I'm like, yeah, I don't think I could do that. I've had sex in public like with thin walls and just been like, I'm pushing rope for 10 minutes before like I could really get into it. And no crew wants to see that. As someone who's worked on multiple crews, every porn crew just wants to go home.
Mm-hmm. Nobody
Nobody wants to be there. No one's like, oh my God, time to make the porno.
It is a lot of work and it is mentally draining at times. And I've been really good at not listening to haters and feeding into that when they tell me, oh, it's They make it sound so easy. Yeah, the sex is easy. That's the easy part. But the constant marketing and all this is not easy.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think the sex is particularly easy either because it's performative. You have to make it look like you're enjoying yourself even if you're not having the best time in the world.
Yeah, I guess you're right because you have to do all these certain positions. So yeah, it is a lot of work. And I would love to see haters trying to perform in front of a camera, which I doubt they would be able to.
Well, and that's the thing. It's OnlyFans, baby. If they really want to, they can put their money where their mouth is. They could try.
Mm-hmm.
And then they can make $160 a month, which is what the average OnlyFans creator makes.
Is that actually true?
Mm-hmm. If you average out the whole bell curve of everyone who's on OnlyFans.
That's insane. I was very fortunate my very first, coming on. So whenever I read that, I'm like, there's no way. But then I'm like, maybe I don't know. I was very fortunate that very first month.
Well, you got to figure that also figures into the numbers that like people that are just doing bikini pics or have an account they haven't updated in 6 to 8 months. Like that all skews the fucking numbers.
Okay. I see.
But it also, how many creators are there out there?
Yeah. A lot.
Right.
But how many successful ones, I'm wondering?
A lot less. A lot less. And it's just one of those things where like, don't get into it unless you're planning to like actually put in all the work to it. Don't be like, oh my God, I'm going to get fucked on my OnlyFans once and I'm going to be a millionaire. Like, no, you're not. The only person who, was able to make multi-millions on OnlyFans and do fucking nothing was Bella Thorne. And Bella Thorne fucked it up for everybody.
I heard, I think I started in 2021 of March. So I'm assuming she did that before.
Yeah, that changed a lot of how the billing cycles worked because she got so many chargebacks.
Oh.
She was the first creator to make like over $1 million in a day, but she wasn't doing any nudity or any sex acts. So she got a fucking ton of chargebacks.
Wow.
So that like changed how OnlyFans did their payouts because I think before that happened, it was a weekly payout. Mm-hmm. And it's monthly now or every other week now?
You can do manual and that's right away. I think I don't know too much of that. I just know mine. I just do it like once a week. And that's how I do. I do manual. I don't do auto because I'm like, I want to control how I deposit. But it's always on like the same day of the week.
Well, it's also one of those things where like they may have loosened it back up since then. This has got to be 2019, 2020.
Okay, yeah. I wasn't even I was so against porn.
Still against porn at that point?
Even though I did the porn acts.
Well, it's not a porn act till you put a camera in front of it.
Which I did. I did film myself having sex at 18. So I guess that would be...
Whose idea was that?
Mine. I wanted to know what I looked like on camera.
Okay, so like, walk me through it. How'd this go?
You know those old video cassettes where it's like little like tape?
Yeah.
It's on that still. My ex has it.
Uh-oh.
I don't know why I'm talking about him, but it's just facts. Like the little tape, I wanted that tape. And then he's like, well, I want it. And I was like, why do you want it? You need to go buy a camcorder. And then he's like, it's holds sentimental value.
It's a tape. Why don't you guys just dub it and you both get a copy?
I was like, burn that thing.
Were not good angles or?
I just don't. I don't know. I've never watched it.
Wait, you did it because you wanted to see how you looked on tape.
I watched it. I rewatched it on like the thing that it was in, the recording cam or whatever. But I have not watched it since. I wanted to take that, and I'm like, give me that. Don't be trying to blackmail me or anything, which he wouldn't. Because I'm like, oh, if he did do a Kim Kardashian on me, then.
I mean, you know as well as I do, he legally can't.
Yeah, no. So I was like, okay. But yeah, he has that. Maybe he'll give it back to me.
Hopefully. Or at least dub it so you both have a copy of it.
Except if I got it, I probably would lose it and somebody else would find it.
Well, digitize it and put it on a hard drive somewhere.
Oh my God.
It's not, come on. Think of how much, I mean, obviously you'd have to get him to consent to it being released, but think of how much, your very first sex tape would be worth.
I was 18 at the time.
That's legal?
Yeah.
That's legal. It's not a crime.
Oh my God. From like what, 2008? I think it was. I don't remember, 2007. Whatever. I'm 35 now, so whatever the minus of the years is. But yeah, that thing is old.
I'm sure people would pay good money for it, though.
Maybe. I don't know.
But you'd have to get him to consent to releasing it.
Yeah, which I doubt would ever happen.
You're like, we'll blur you out, dude.
Let's go half-half.
Right? Come on. He's got to see the economics in that.
I hope he doesn't watch this, which I doubt he will.
Oh, he's not one of my fans? Oh. So, did you ever make any other tapes, or was this just the one?
Just the one. Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of weird. So, before OnlyFans, I was very against TikTok. I used to think TikTok was dumb.
I mean, it is.
Yeah, it is in a way, but
it's entertaining. It's dumb, though.
Yeah, and it was like December 2020, I decided to download the app and see what's this fuss about. And I learned how to do like the voiceover and stuff. And I was like, I had to retake it. And I was like, this is so funny. And then I saw why people are doing it. But then I was like, I made an account and it was kind of dumb. And then it grew up to 420 something thousand followers in less than a year.
Good on you.
Yeah. And it was just, I never once promoted my OnlyFans on there. Yeah. I don't know how I got subscribers on there from that account because I only had one TikTok account.
I guess they put two and two together.
I don't know. I don't know. I did.
They were like, I'm going to screen grab it. I'm going to do a reverse image search. Oh, she has an LF. Yeah.
And it's funny because I would do lots of skits. I would do Billy Madison, the Adam Sandler stuff, and the Amish. I have people that still think I'm Amish. It was satire. It was supposed to be a joke. I put on the Target dresses as a joke, and some follower made fun of me saying I look Amish, and I was like, so I made it into something, and then, oh my God, I'm in my 30s talking about Rumpspringa or whatever, and that's when you do that only when you're 16. And I made this joke, I'm into Rumpspringa, and they took it to heart. I had the Amish community following me. Like, oh my God, it was so hilarious.
I mean, I hate to break it to you. A lot of humanity is really dumb.
Yeah. And I kept it because I had fans that were like, I've always wanted to be with an Amish woman. And I didn't want to break their hearts. So I was like, yeah. I had this guy asking me something that was, I think the Amish speak Dutch or something. And this fan sent me this question and I Googled it and I just responded. And like, I don't know. But now I kind of like when fans ask, I'll be like, that it was a joke. And I'm so sorry I broke your hearts. But I can pretend I'm Amish still if you want me to.
You going to do any Amish content on the OF?
No, but I did on Fansly. I used a rolling pin, and my bed knob. Did you ever see that? It's pinned on my Twitter.
I did not,
but it's blurred out. I have to subscribe to Fansly to see it. But they thought that the bed knob was because they're like, oh, because she was Amish. It makes so much sense. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I made this video talking about how Jebediah came and carved this bed frame for me. And
like if you were Amish, you wouldn't be on the internet. Come on.
I never said like I escaped the Amish. Somebody made up this whole thing, and then I was like, what the fuck? So I just went along with it for fun.
There's fucking Tiffany fanfic.
Oh my God. You know who I remind myself of when I do these, like, have you ever heard of Taylor Frankie? She's like a TikTok mom, and she was saying she was the grandma of these two twins, but those twins were her friends, and they would make fun of her for looking like she's much older, so she used their hate, and nobody knew, like, if she was joking or what, and then finally she came out, but she got a lot of attention for it, so that's how I felt when I was doing the Amish stuff and, like, other things. I felt like kind of bad, but I'm like, I'm just trying to entertain the haters, and then oh my god, I'm sorry. It was just for fun. I didn't hurt anybody.
Don't apologize.
I know the only thing I hurt was them thinking that they had a chance with an Amish woman.
Man, they could just roll to fucking northern Indiana or Pennsylvania and like probably take their shot. Like, I'll take you away from this life. There'll be electricity, running water.
But yeah.
Completely on a fucking tangent. I used to party with a bunch of guys from Kenosha, and we used to get really rowdy. They used to scream Rumspringer like fucking hooligans. Like, we were in New Orleans years ago. They're like, Rumspringer! Just reminding me of that. Just random tangent for the audience. And any of my old school Kenosha friends that are watching.
So that's where you said you went to Kenosha a lot?
Yeah, I used to hang out with a bunch of people in Kenosha, a bunch of people in Milwaukee. Like, it's a 45-minute drive from Chicago.
So have you ever gone way up north?
Green Bay.
Oh, that's not far. That's not north. That's south of Wisconsin. That's like north is like Mercer, Wisconsin, where there's like.
I definitely
like up by Superior.
I don't know exactly where, but like every year, my Milwaukee friends, one of them, his family owned a farm, and like we would do like a 4th of July camp out type deal, like up on the farm. I don't know exactly where the fuck it was. It's just, I know it took hours to get there from Chicago.
Oh my God. Wisconsin parties are insane.
Oh,
we love to drink. We love to party. We'll make a house party from nothing to something.
Well, and it's crazy. Like, especially in Milwaukee, it's like, oh, you can't buy alcohol in liquor stores and shit till like after 9 p.m., but you can drink in the bar till 2. It's cool. Because the Tavern League has such fucking political power. It's fucking crazy. Like, we're just encouraging drinking and driving in this town.
Yeah, it's insane how much drinking goes on in Wisconsin. And I used to think it was normal to have a bar on every corner. And when I go to other places, they're like, that's, and they close at 10 in other states. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Well, and it's just like in some parts of Wisconsin, it's like the bars look like they used to be someone's house. They're just in a neighborhood. I guess this is the bar. Fuck.
Oh my God. There's this strip club that's right across from a church in Wisconsin. And then there used to be a bar across from it. A Catholic school across the street from a strip club. And then there was they closed that. I think there was a bar across the street, but they closed that and then they turned it into a coffee shop. Barefoot Gypsies. Barefoot Gypsies across from the strip club.
I mean, once you graduate from Catholic school, you got to go somewhere, right? You already got the uniform.
Oh man!
Right into the strip club.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's Wisconsin for you.
Yeah, it's an interesting place. I had a lot of time there. I do miss the Mars Cheese Castle.
Oh yeah, mm-hmm. I just drove past that the other day.
Heading down to Chicago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like that whole like stretch of 94 right there. It's like, oh, the Mars Cheese Castle, the brat stop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's the thing. Yeah, I go down. Okay, so people always think they either think I live in Chicago because I usually use that airport, and I'm always driving past that cheese castle, Mars.
You've never stopped in?
No, I don't really see a reason because I have enough cheese. I feel.
Whoa. Now I don't believe you're from Wisconsin. You're like, I have enough cheese?
I have enough cheese.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you're from Wisconsin. Like, that's a lot.
We have Woodman's.
But enough cheese. Enough cheese. Like, that's a suspect statement right there. I don't think you're from Wisconsin. Sure you're not like from fucking Rockford or some shit?
No.
I'm just fucking with you.
I'm definitely from Wisconsin. I can get out my I think honestly it's because when I'm role playing, I get into this stupid baby voice and I don't know why. Because I think it's cute. And like I can't do role playing like this. Like this is like too serious. But if I go, hey guys, I'm Tiffany. I love older men. But it's fun. I enjoy doing that. It's like my little, like my own little world.
What made you decide to start using the baby voice?
I've always been like that.
Really?
Kinda, yeah.
Just
growing up, I was told I was a valley girl. Because I always had to have a purse, and my dad would say, he would call me a valley girl. He would say I belong in California. He would compare me to Alicia Silverstone. And now, yeah, from Clueless.
That's ridiculous.
Because I was a brat. Like, not like that kind of brat. I was like, I don't know, I was very picky about my outfits and stuff, but meanwhile, I don't know, I was a brat, I think, but not that kind of brat. Alicia Silverstone brat.
You were a Cher.
I was daddy's girl. I get the biggest room.
Hey, if he let you get away with it, why the fuck not, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just think, like, the conscious choice of the baby voice is ridiculous. It's funny.
I'm pretty sure somebody on Twitter made fun of it. They're like, why do they talk in baby voice? I don't even think they were talking about me, but I was like, I don't know, because it's just easier.
Because once again, we're stupid. Like, oh, that means she likes me. And that, I can take care of her. And I don't know. I don't know the psychology of it. I'm just making sure.
Honestly, I'm not sure, but I did do some research about it because I was really curious. And when you heighten your voice, it makes you seem more feminine and like, I need a man. Help me. Like, I'm so dumb and you're so smart and you can teach me your ways. But I hope fans don't take this as a way of me thinking like I'm playing them. I'm not really playing them. I just really enjoy role playing. Me getting into that character, just I like being Wisconsin Tiff.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with it. I correct me if I'm wrong. I may just be making shit up that I remember reading on the internet, but I remember reading somewhere that like high heels are the same reason, like that women seem kind of off balance, and to men that makes them seem like they're more like vulnerable and need protecting.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea if that's real, but I remember reading that somewhere.
And also, you know what else I heard about? Paris Hilton. I related to her so much because she said, this is not even my real voice. This is actually my real voice. I was like, I just played it up because people like it and people gravitate towards it and it gets me attention and they think I'm dumb. I was like, that's insane. I totally relate. But honestly, I don't know why I do the baby voice. It's weird because I have like a ton of TikTok accounts, and one account I sound normal, and another account I sound dumb, and then on another account I sound arrogant a little bit, like not trying to be arrogant, but kind of trying to be like sassy.
Which one's doing the best in numbers?
Baby voice.
See?
Because I sound like I'm dumb.
Do you think dudes just want a dumb chick?
Mm-hmm. And the ones that don't, they're never going to subscribe.
Fair. It's like, in my own personal experience, like, I want a dumb girl for like the night, but if it's going to be much beyond that, no, you need to be able to hold a conversation. Otherwise, I'm going to get bored very fucking quickly, and you're going to get on my fucking nerves.
Oh my God. I had this guy make a whole TikTok about how annoying my voice was and that I just need to have a cock shoved in my mouth to shut up.
Preferably his, right?
Yeah.
I believe he, has, what is it, the book, The Game?
Oh my God.
I believe he was trying to neg you.
Yeah.
Was he wearing a stupid hat?
I don't know, but
Do you remember that stupid fucking book, like that whole, like, the negging and What was the dude was named Mystery or some shit? He was wearing stupid fucking hats. He had a dating show at one point.
I'm not sure. What year was that made?
Oh God, you're gonna make me prove how old I am at the moment. Fuck.
I am 35, by the way.
Well, I know. I'm still older than that.
I have a feeling. What, you're 40?
42.
42?
Yeah.
Nice.
I guess means I'm gonna be dead soon, but
You know, one thing I've noticed, and this means like it's kind of weird. Like, I don't know if I'm the only one. I've had a couple people where they noticed it. I feel like a lot of people, I look like the age where there's people in their 20s in this industry that look older than me. And I swear, like all the girls that are in their 30s, this like generation, they look like they're in their 20s. And I don't understand.
I don't know. I mean, it could just be taking care of themselves and
I don't know. I mean, I look at myself and I'm like, why do I look so young? And you know, when I was in my 20s, I would want to look older. Now I want to look younger.
no, I'm right there with you. Like in my late teens, early 20s, like I wanted to be a dude. I wanted to grow a beard. And like now it's like, oh, I'm great as fuck. Put on a bunch of weight. Fuck. Yep. I'd kill down my 21, 22-year-old metabolism again. And just to be that fucking carefree in life too. Shit.
Yeah.
The Pickup Artist was a show in 2007.
Okay. I was a senior.
The Pickup Artist is an American reality television show, dating theme game show that aired on VH1. The show was hosted by Pickup Artist Mystery
I remember that.
and his wings, J-Dog and James Matador.
I did not watch it because it wasn't interesting to me.
Oh, I don't think I've ever actually sat through a whole episode. I've just seen clips of it and just like, this is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
But from what I understand, the whole premise of it is just like sending out mediocre dudes out into nightclubs to try to neg women into like going home with them.
I probably would have been like, okay.
Just like it's a weird dynamic.
I do remember that show now. Yeah. Pickup Artist.
Like I remember it's seared into my brain the stupid fucking hats. I mean, I guess that's just the style of like the mid-aughts is just stupid fucking hats.
No, that show was not interesting to me. The shows that were interested in me, oh my God, the alcohol is kicking in. Jersey Shore. I loved that show.
Why?
Because it was reality TV and I always wanted to be on reality TV. I still to this day want to do reality TV, but I think I want to do where it's like a day segment, like one that's like one day, not 6 weeks of filming. Because that's just, oh my God, I don't know if I could survive 6 weeks of filming for a reality show.
You don't want a reality crew just following you around while you do fucking everything?
No, not for 6 weeks.
Oh, wouldn't that be fun?
No,
Especially because reality TV isn't that real.
I know. I don't want them listening to me all the time.
Or editing you to like out of context.
Yes.
Or making you repeat answers so like the answers are coherent or make sense. I was having drinks with a reality TV producer last week and I'm not like, ooh, I'm Hollywood or some shit. It was just like at a party and like this person's like, I produce reality TV. I'm like, so how much do you make them like repeat fucking answers to shit they're like all the time?
Oh my God.
Like the confessionals, depending on the show or shit. Like, oh yeah, they make them repeat it so they have a good take.
Mm-hmm.
It's not all that real.
Yeah, ever since I was a little kid, I've always wanted to be on TV. When I was a little kid, I used to pretend I was on QVC selling purses. I'd have like my own little, yeah. So now when I look at today, I'm like, I'm technically online, but I look and I'm like, I really was meant for some kind of TV because I really love, I don't know what it is. I really want to be on reality TV. I want to be on The Cut. Because have you ever heard of that? They do like little episodes. They'll be like, who's had the most plastic surgery or who makes the most, or they'll have like these questions, and it's kind of cool. But I want to do some sort of reality TV, more like 1 day segment.
Very cool.
To start out, see if it's something I like.
I'm sure you probably could get yourself into reality TV now.
I could, yeah. It's just that I got asked about Love Island, or was it like Love Island or something?
Love Island, yeah.
And I was like, I can't do that.
Why not?
I can't.
I mean, if you change your mind, actually, one of my friends works on that show.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
He works in production on it, but
I just don't know if I could do it.
what?
I don't want to get married.
Hawaii? I don't think you have to actually go through with it.
Okay.
It's for the TV. And hell, it's better tabloids if you like leave them at the altar or some shit.
Yeah. It would be. You know, the show Big Brother, I'm obsessed. I used to be obsessed with that show. I never really paid attention to it, but I was really obsessed with like being on a Big Brother or like Survivor or something.
Did you ever try out for any of them?
No.
Why not?
Because you have to be gone for 6 weeks.
Well, yeah.
I would have to really plan around it.
But I'm talking years ago.
Yeah.
Years ago, you're just like, fuck it, I'm going to stay in Wisconsin. And
But yeah, I want to do a reality show one day. I don't know why.
Why not?
Just like, oh, I can do it. Wisconsin Tiff. Except would I be called Wisconsin Tiff or Tiffany? Oh my God, my stomach keeps rumbling. I hope you edit that out.
Maybe. Maybe.
I was like,
I did get like a fucking bubbly wine for her, so. I mean, I'm pretty sure it'd be your call between you and the producers on what you were going to call yourself.
Tiffany. Except there's a million Tiffany's.
And only one Wisconsin Tiff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Then you just go out Wisconsin Tiff. You got the branding.
I know. It's like, how many Wisconsin Tiffs are there? None.
Well, one. I mean,
just one.
I hope there's not none, because then I'm talking to myself right now, and that's really weird.
I meant how many others?
Like, because otherwise, like, I go to edit this, and like, there's just an empty chair, and I'm talking to you, and there's no response for 2 hours. Like, whew.
I have thought about rebranding at one point to like not be Wisconsin Tiff, because I'm like, it's not. It's like, I feel like it's an object. Wisconsin Tiff. It's like not a name. Like,
I mean, Wisconsin is a proper noun.
Yeah, but I was like, oh, it doesn't sound. But I'm like, I've accepted it, and I'm like, I'm not changing again. I already had a different name, but I ended up changing it.
What was the different name?
I had 2 names. I was Midwest Tiff, and I just felt like there was a lot of Midwest so-and-sos.
Really?
Yeah, there's a lot of Midwest this, Midwest that, and I just didn't want to blend in like that. And I had Tiffany Madison for a few. This was like after I rebranded. I'm like, I don't want to be Midwest Tiff because I just feel like there's so many Midwest this and that. So I was like, I need to find something Wisconsin inspired, Tiffany something. I was Tiffany Madison for a few months until I found out there was an actual porn star. She must have, I don't know how, she must have been in porn for like a year before me. Her name was Tiffany Madison with an I. And I was like, oh, and out of respect, I wanted to find a different name. I didn't want to trademark it or anything, which, by the way, I was trying to trademark Wisconsin Tiff, but I found out I can't because it's some kind of like Wisconsin tax thing. Yeah.
What?
Like, yeah, Wisconsin Tiff is like a tax something legal thing.
It's like Wisconsin tax initiative, something or other.
Yeah. So, but out of respect, I decided to change it. I didn't want to start anything. But it did have a good ring to it because I was like, oh, Tiffany Madison. But ever since I've been Wisconsin Tiff, it's gotten a lot of attention, and it's one of those names that people can't forget.
Well, and also like Tiffany Madison's pretty generic because that could be like legitimately someone's just fucking name.
Yeah.
It's not it doesn't have that pizzazz.
Well, I mean, she's hot, but I just decided out of respect. I'm like, I don't want to cause any issues. And she had the name before me and I didn't know, but I don't like causing issues. So I was like, I didn't even have this name for that long. I thought I had something going. I was like, Tiffany Madison, it's so porn star. But I was like, So I decided to rebrand, and I'm like, something Wisconsin inspired so that I'm representing Wisconsin. And that's where I was like, oh, Wisconsin Tiff.
Well, there's also another Tiffany Madison who is a 3X mom, 3X founder with.
Yes, I knew that because I was going to make a website.
And she's also a 2-time cancer survivor. Like, yeah, you don't want to be. That's not branding you want.
No.
Like, that's bad SEO right there. Like,
Yeah.
someone's coming to masturbate and they're like, 3 times mom, 2 times cancer survivor. I mean, I'm sure somebody's into it, but like not the average fan.
Yeah. They're like, oh my God, that poor woman.
Right?
No, but
I don't want to come to her now. I just want to like give her a hug and make sure she's okay.
But yeah, Wisconsin Tiff. I was like having a hard time accepting that name because I was like, it's not very feminine. It doesn't really have a first and last name because I had a company, a porn production company. It was like, are you like Wisconsin Tiff or Tiffany Wisconsin? Because it just like Wisconsin's a state name. So it's like, you don't hear many people. Is it like your first name or last name? And I'm like, you know what? I'm not sure. I'm like, I didn't think about that. Wisconsin Tiff. Is it 2 first names? And that's when I started questioning it. And I was like, do I really? And I was like, no, I can't rebrand.
I mean, you could have been Tiffany Badger.
A Tiffany Badger. I don't know.
I'm not suggesting.
Honey Badger don't give a fuck.
Right? And I don't remember what any other fucking. I mean, you could have been Tiffany Buck, like, you know, Milwaukee Bucks.
Tiffany Buck. I know I have all these ideas, but I was like, no, just stick to Wisconsin Tiff because I've gotten so many viral videos and everything, and I'm just stuck with it.
No, the branding's there. Like, the branding's fucking.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing. We're in pornography. I don't understand why there are not more people with wild fucking names like musicians. Like, musicians have been getting away with like just wild names forever. Every other form of entertainment is like, no, we need realistic sounding names. Music's like Mysterion and like the fucking band that did 96 Tears. Like, the lead singer's name's Mysterion. Or, yeah, Prince was just, I mean, then again, Prince is actually his real first name, but, you know what I mean? Like, people just get away with calling themselves whatever the fuck they want in music. Why is porn not like that more often?
I think because people have their legal name and then they want to have like a fantasy name. So they want to make it sound like a name like, oh, I wish I would have had this name. And they make it more like fits them or something in a way. But yeah, I feel like today porn is so different. And from what I've been reading, it's the creators that are starting to make, I wouldn't say the rules, but they're the ones that matter. And now it's like, I was reading about how porn production companies, they're not the ones that are making the I shouldn't say rules, but it's like the creators, the creativity. The creators are in control kind of more. And porn production companies are starting to listen.
Well, they have to. At the end of the day, porn production companies are going where the money is.
Yeah.
And if the money is coming to the creators, they're going to listen. They're going to follow the trends.
Because we're like, we're doing all this marketing and they're realizing like we are the future of porn. I feel like.
Well, yeah. And it's the beauty of the modern era of like, you don't need a fucking $30,000 camera to shoot something of professional quality anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need a whole fucking crew to shoot something of professional quality. And hell, if you shoot shit with your iPhone and it looks like shit, it may sell better.
Mm-hmm.
I edit people's OnlyFans content. It's just like,
oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I might need to use you. I edit my own stuff.
Well, use me then. I get shit from people that it's just like, it hurts my editor brain. It's just like, this is like bad. And they're like, yeah, I know, but it'll sell. They're like, they won't care. They will not care. I'm like,
yeah.
My brain's like, I want to try to polish this turd. I want to try to polish this. It's like, this is not right. Like, this was not white balance. This is like, the lighting's all bad. Like, it's shaky as fuck. And sometimes people may or may not see this on my Twitter. Occasionally I do subtweet about it.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely was subtweeting about like a scene where they had 3 iPhones going, and at one point is established male talent, established female talent, and a director are having a threesome. And between 3 cameras, he's eating her out, and I have outer thigh, his ass, and just like one camera just out in the middle of nowhere. I'm just like, what is happening here? You are all professionals. I know you are all professionals. What is happening?
They're getting lazy. They're like, oh, he'll edit it out.
Well, I think the 3 of them just wanted to fuck, and they're just like, yeah, content.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's my assumption, just because from, like, no one wants flat white ass, outer thigh, and nothing. Nobody wants that. Unless we're shooting this for Showtime or something, where it's like, oh, yeah, they're not actually having sex. You ever, like, back in the day, see, like, a Skinamax film or some shit like that, where it's like, the angle is, like, you can't actually see the penetration?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not actually softcore, but, you know, they could pretend it's softcore because you don't actually see shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only time that shit works.
And some fans actually like that because it makes it feel more real.
I mean, to each their own, but I don't know. I like seeing the P and the V. I want to see penetrative sex. If I'm trying to get off, I want to see penetrative sex, and I want to see the woman's face and like that she looks like she's enjoying it.
Yeah.
Like, no shade to the no face creators. They're killing it out there, but it's just like part of what is arousing to me is like seeing the female performer look like she's actually enjoying herself.
Mm-hmm.
I've been on record about this multiple times. Like, that's why I think Jenna Jameson was such a star back in the days, because every time Jenna performed, she looked like she was having the best time of her life every fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
And the reality is, you know, she wasn't. Not every time.
Wasn't she? I've only heard of her. I didn't watch porn back in the day, but didn't she? I'm sure this was her. Wasn't she the one that there was a hole in the pool table, and she like banged it?
Maybe.
Oh, maybe it was the table or something.
I don't know.
I don't know if that was her, but I watched some freaky deaky stuff with my ex.
Was your ex just like the big corrupter?
Yeah. He was a dirty man.
I
I learned a lot. Anal. Been doing anal since 2004. It's crazy because I know this is like, how did this subject end up in anal? I thought...
I thought you were still in high school in 2004.
We're not going to talk about that.
Okay. I'm just... Anywho.
Yeah. You don't get pregnant with anal.
God says you haven't lost your virginity with anal. Got it.
That was like, because you can't get pregnant with anal.
Hey, I have used that line multiple times. Don't worry.
And it was a bad experience the first time. Used lotion. My butt was burning. I was like, this is the worst experience. And then what I do? I do it again. And I learned, don't use lotion.
That's where the spit came in. Now I understand why you're afraid of lube. Got it.
Yeah, that's where I was like, but I didn't know what I was doing. But anyways.
Well, obviously, he put lotion in your asshole. Obviously, you didn't know what you were doing.
I thought a lot more people in the industry did anal. And then I find out a lot of these like really big creators have never done anal. And I was like, I was told from like early on that every girlfriend and every wife does anal. And I was so convinced. And I was like, wait a minute. I was like, how have you not done anal? You've been, and then they were saying like, you don't need to do anal to be successful. But I literally wasn't doing anal to be successful. I just did anal because I was told like everybody does it. And apparently they don't all do it. And
not everybody.
My sister told me, this was like last year. I've been in the industry for a good 2 years. She's like, you want to know the percentage of people that do anal? I was like, yeah. She's like, it's actually much lower than what you thought. And I was like, holy shit, I'm a pro. I'm literally doing anal, not using lube and just spit.
Good on you. Good on you. Well, there's also the old school strategy of like holding out to do anal until like it's really marketable and getting a massive rate for doing anal. Because a lot of times production companies would pay big money for a girl's first anal.
Yeah. I did anal for private society. You get paid more for anal. I'm like, that's the easiest thing. Sure. I learned a lot more information about anal through, have you ever heard of Rebel Rider?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's one of my very good friends.
Nice.
I reached out to her, or I texted her and I was like, hey girl, I've been doing anal for a really long time, but I've never done it on camera and I'm really nervous about like shitting on camera.
Well, you got to clean out.
So I was like, okay. She told me all of these steps and I did it. And I did my first anal scene and I was like, girl, you're so good. Like, no, I stick to that prep routine.
What is your prep routine?
It's pretty extensive. Use a hose hooked up to the shower, spray up the butt, take a some kind of fiber husk, and make sure you drink enough fiber. I don't know. I'm so drunk right now.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
But no, I listened to all of the steps that she gave. I'm like, it's so funny how I've been doing porn. I've been doing anal longer than all of these like pro anal people. And I don't even know how to prep because I never had to prep.
Well, yeah, because if you're doing it in real life, you just do it. Like,
yeah.
As a dude, if someone shits on my dick, I just go take a shower.
I've never had that issue, but I'm like, I have cameras on me and I want to make sure like I don't fuck this up.
Definitely on set, you don't want to shit on anybody.
Yeah.
But like in real life, in real anal, like sometimes that happens and like you just wash it off.
And that's the thing with porn. All of these like guys that try to convince their wives to do anal, it's like, guys, that you're watching is all prepped in a thing. Your wife is not going to be able to get on your dick and it's going to be flawless. Like, there are so many steps and strategies. And once these guys find out, they're like, there's a lot of work that goes into this and they don't realize it.
Well, that's
not all magical or rainbows and unicorns.
Definitely not. It's just like, oh my God. In any other movie, it doesn't just magically fucking happen. There's a lot of fucking work that goes into it.
Yeah.
People just, all they see is the end product.
Yeah.
All they fucking see is the end product. And like, that looks easy. Because you don't fucking know any better.
That's what I love about today. I feel like today we're more realistic. We're like they're learning more. They're like, oh, okay.
You hope they're fucking learning.
Not all of them get it, but
no, a lot of them don't. A lot of them are still. How many people tell you that they love you on a daily basis who does not know you?
A lot of them tell me they want to meet me at Quick Trip. You know Quick Trip?
Of course. I'm from the Midwest.
A lot of them, they say, hey, let's meet up Quick Trip. Fuck in the bathroom. I was like, what the fuck?
That is reserved for the come and go. God damn it. That's not a Quick Trip thing.
Quick Trip has me blocked.
Really?
On Twitter.
Why?
Whoever runs their social media, they don't like me.
Were they sick of getting tagged in fucking...
No, I never tagged them. It's because I do porn. And I mean, I see where they're coming from. They have their beliefs and everything. If that's their beliefs, I'm not going to take offense to it. But
the fact that they acknowledged you enough to block you.
Yeah, I just thought that was really entertaining. So I was like, I'm still going to shop there and get my gas and everything. But then I found out about Come and Go, and I was like, damn, I need to reach out to them because I know they're in Iowa. And I've driven past them and I've gone there. So I'm like, oh, I could use a t-shirt promo for them. I should reach out to them.
Right? Their name is Come and Go.
I was like, you guys have freaking sex workers wearing your attire. It's like, I could totally market your gas station.
But they're probably religious too, being in the middle of Iowa.
I don't know. I don't think so. Because they had lesbians marketing their attire
It could just be
or
progressive.
Twitter.
I don't know.
Come and go, really?
You never fucking know. You never know. Before I forget, because I'm going to say this on camera, because there's a couple people on YouTube who have been yelling at me to try to get Rebel on. Remind me to ask you to like get me in contact with Rebel.
Okay, I'll text her husband.
Cool.
She's overseas right now filming until like mid-November.
Awesome.
Yeah.
No rush. It was literally like I've had a couple of people comment on other videos like, please get Rebel Rider on. And
Okay. Yeah, I'm friends with her and her husband. Her husband found me from TikTok.
oh, really?
He thought I put the bedpost in my butt. It didn't go in my butt. But then he was like, that's how he discovered me. So if it wasn't for that bedpost, I would have never met him. I mean, I'm sure I would, but not in
the same way.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to get that on camera for the audience that is like, why aren't you got Rebel Rider on? I'm working on it, motherfuckers. I'm working on it.
And she's really busy. But I think when she comes back, I don't know what her schedule is like, but I will definitely tell Rex.
Awesome. Yeah, just one of those things.
I usually text him to ask her a question because she's so busy, and then he'll like ask her. Like,
I didn't mean to derail everything. I just
it's totally fine. I'm sure she would love it.
Awesome.
I'll be like, hey Rex, like this was an awesome podcast, and I think
it's not over
fun.
yet. Just wait till it's over before you judge. No, I'm kidding. I'm fucking.
No, it's been awesome. This is like random talk. For some reason, we talked about anal and like other things, and I don't know how the conversations got brought up.
I mean, that's how the show goes. It tangents every which fucking way because
really?
it's a real fucking conversation. It's wherever it fucking goes. It's not
okay.
Like, it's not like I'm sitting here with my bullet points like, so Wisconsin Tiff in 2007.
Did you see that?
Yes, I and the camera saw that.
I don't know why that was so funny.
We broke Tiff. You okay? Give me a second.
My wine went up my throat into my nose.
There's napkins right there if you need to like. I think that is a first on the show. I don't think anyone has ever snorted alcohol before. Are you okay?
No, I'm fine. I think I'm funny. I'm ridiculous.
I mean, yes.
I still wish I would have came here with my hair done and looking like flawless like I do on my TikToks. Like I don't look flawless on my TikToks, but looking like something.
It's okay. You can come back sometime and like you can do like, I'm all dolled up now.
I promise you I'll remember the day. I'll never forget. Oh, I still feel bad about that.
Don't feel bad. I'm just happy. So, as I said before we got on air, like, there was some scheduling snafus, and I was legitimately, like, worried that Tiff had just, like, gotten abducted in LA or some shit.
Oh, my God. I felt so bad. I was ready to cry. I was like, I fucked this up. This guy is never going to want to do a podcast with me. I can't even figure out. I'm just like, oh, my God. This was, like, supposed to be something, like, insanely, and then I'm like, oh, I'm hoping he's cool. He's like,
I like to think I'm pretty chill. Like,
oh my God, this was a lesson. Don't write your schedule when you've been drinking. Literally, I had my calendar out with my friend. I'm like, we were drinking, and I was like, I'm trying to rewrite everything in my little calendar. I was like, all right, I'm coming out to LA. I'm not going to schedule anything on that Monday because I'm going to come in and I want to relax. And I messaged you about Monday, and I don't know why I did Tuesday. Why? But anyways.
Well, there was a little back and forth, like in the initial conversation about like doing it Monday or Tuesday because you.
I think that's what threw me off. Yeah, but anyways, I was like, but no, this is great.
But you're here.
Mm-hmm.
And snorting alcohol.
Snorting alcohol.
That didn't burn, right? Like,
no.
Okay.
It didn't. It wasn't that much. I literally feel like I blew my nose into the alcohol. Maybe. I sucked up a little through my nose and then it went out.
We'll go back to the tape on it. Thankfully, this is on camera. Because that is definitely a show first. That is definitely a show first.
Oh my God.
Almost 400 episodes deep that no one has ever snorted their fucking alcohol.
It's all because of 2007. That's what you said, and I don't know why that was so funny.
It was the delivery. I don't think it was so much the words.
Uh,
So back fucking home. What the fuck do you do for fun? Like when you're not actually working?
I honestly feel like I'm working a lot
Well, that's good.
when I'm home. I travel for fun, and because of this work, I get to travel. So this right here is, I don't have any collabs planned for the week except for like some interviews and stuff. And me traveling is my fun.
Where else do you want to travel to?
Europe.
Where in Europe?
I don't know yet.
Don't know. Where have you been?
Costa Rica, Mexico, Aruba, many, many, many times. I love Aruba. I come to LA a lot, and then Chicago.
I love that Chicago's travel. Like,
I don't know. Chicago is great.
eh.
It has a lot of great opportunities compared to the place that I'm from.
Fair enough.
There's not enough creators in Wisconsin.
Wait a minute. If you say Chicago's better than Wisconsin, will they let you back in?
I don't mean it like that. I mean like,
You're like, please let me back into Wisconsin. My house is there.
There's not enough people in porn living in Wisconsin. And if they are, I've never heard of them, or they're not telling that they're from Wisconsin. If they are, I would love to work with them, but I prefer to work with people that are more established if they live in Wisconsin, so it's actually worth it.
For sure. You don't want to, that makes perfect sense. Like, you don't want to be the person who's like, well, you're just getting your start. I'll help you out.
I'm so exhausted. I have so many people that reach out to me that are just starting, and I just tell them, especially guys, I'm like, follow guys who are established in the industry, and you're going to learn from them. Not following 5,000 chicks, hoping you'll bang one and then have stardom overnight. It doesn't work that way.
Oh, not at all. Dudes, if you want to get into the industry, start an OnlyFans, start jerking off on it.
Do solo.
Right.
Jerk your dick.
Jerk your dick. Make a performance out of it.
Yeah.
And if you really think you can do the job, invite some friends over and jerk your dick while they're in the room. Because
it's honestly like, guys don't realize, like, you can make nothing out of something. Like, just jerk off and sell it, or just post clips of you. You will, as long as you're confident in it. Like, stop relying on thousands of girls
that you'll probably fail with.
Tapes, because it doesn't work like that. All of the guys, I feel like the guys who have established themselves were solo, and then they filmed with friends.
Well, the traditional way for dudes to get in back in the day was find a girl that they performed with. Like, it was like, a lot of people came in as couples.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, she's hot. I guess your plus one can come too, as long as he can keep his dick up. Or other dudes got their start in doing bukkakis.
How do you say that?
Bukkake?
I always thought it was butt cake.
No, bukkake.
Bukkake. Because Tadpole would say bukkake, and I was like, I think it's butt cake.
No, it's bukkake.
Like, it's bukkake.
It's bukkake. It's Japanese. Yeah, but dudes would get their start doing bukkakis, which is just like,
they go to the gangbangs.
Well, but it's not even a gangbang. It's jerking off on a girl. Yo, she doesn't even touch you. Like, how unsatisfying is that shit? Like, being shoulder to shoulder with a bunch of other sweaty dudes all naked jerking off to race to see who can jerk off on a girl's face first.
That sounds fun.
We have different ideas of fun.
I'd be like, this is me in the middle. Like, I'm so waiting.
I mean, you definitely could sign up to do them.
I have. I love, oh my God.
Well, look at me not doing my research. Shit.
I saw that wine bottle, whatever that is, upside down, and automatically I got this vision in my head from what I posted about, like, how I wanted to do. There's like these shot glasses, and you do like 10 shot glasses. I was like, and it comes in a bowl, and they're like down on the ground. Anyways, I was like, oh, these guys could jerk off into this bowl, and I could put it in, it like drain out into these shot glasses, and I'm like, shots.
Why aren't you doing it?
Because it's a waste of cum when they could be. I just feel like it wouldn't work.
I mean, there's only one way to find out.
Yeah. I need to ask Tadpole.
There's literally only one.
Table, we need 10 guys to jerk off into this bowl that leads into shot glasses.
I feel like you might need more than 10 guys to like fill 10 ounces.
Okay, yeah. Fuck. But that's like, do that or we could film a sex tape. But then how would we know which one we would make more? I don't know.
Get a bunch of dudes and just.
That's like my weird creativity right there.
And that's the beauty of the creator era. It's like you could just go do it.
Oh
There's
my
nothing
God.
stopping you from just going to do it.
Yeah. It's a lot of guys. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Just get like the same 30 that you normally would for the gangbang and just get them all to come in a bowl.
There was 100 guys. I had a video go viral. A day in a fluffer. Day in the life of a fluffer. And I'm like, it was recorded from a phone, and these fans are like, do you have a full video? I'm like, no, I don't. That was recorded. That was technically recorded from Tadpole's camera for a Rebel, and we got to take our phone out for like little clips and stuff, so I could record some of it. And it was like behind the scenes, but I don't actually have a thing because it wasn't my gangbang. And they're like, oh, fluffing. Like, what is that? I was like, oh, shit. And I told Table, I'm like, we would need to film like a fluffing.
You're going to go for like Houston's record?
Yeah.
Like, because she caused 627 or 620 ejaculations in 24 hours.
What the fuck?
You never heard of the Houston 500?
No.
Yeah, she slept with. Well, apparently there's an article about someone beating her record.
Oh, man.
She had a record for sleeping with 620 men in 24 hours.
There has to have a ton of men that applied.
Well, I mean, like, people are getting, from what I understand, like, people are getting to the point of, like, near busting and, like, just insert pop.
Oh, my God.
Like, she wasn't, like, taking everyone on for, like, the whole fucking thing.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, the Houston 500 is a pretty famous, like, it's got to be like 20 years old at this point. Yeah. Oh, it's from 1999, so it's like almost 25 years old.
Holy shit.
Yeah, the world's largest gangbang 3, the Houston 620, is a 1999 pornographic film directed by Greg Alves. Like, so, yeah, it's lined up at, like, pretty much dump and go.
Dump and go.
So you want to go for that record?
I don't know. I'd rather be the fluffer.
Get everyone just near completion, let them go fucking pop in someone else?
Yeah. I would rather be a fluffer.
Why?
Because fluffing is easy.
I'm pretty sure at the point where, like, you're taking on 620 dudes, you're just lying there. Like, you're not putting in any work.
I'm giving them blowjobs.
Yeah, that's work.
Licking and...
Job's in the name. Job is in the name. That's work.
I had fans ask me, they're like, have you ever made a guy come? I'm like, never. Not while I'm fluffing. I take that job serious. I don't let it get to that point.
How do you know?
Because I know, like, I just won't make it happen. And if it does, then I guess it happens. But I was at this one gangbang and I was fluffing, and one of the fans was like, hey, could you just like sit on it for a bit? And I was like, no, I can't fucking sit on it. I am fluffing. I'm like, I'm fluffing here. You have to wait. You'll get your turn. Just wait. Yeah, I like fluffing. It's a job that people are like, it's like the bartender at the strip club. They're like, oh, who's she?
I mean, fluffing doesn't really exist in, like, mainstream sets for the most part.
It doesn't. And that's why I got millions of views on that. Not just on my post, but there was a combination of posts. Like, people reshared it. And, like, this guy got, like, almost 1 million views on that just from resharing. And then I got almost, like, 1 million views. It was just like a few weeks ago.
Just on fluffing.
They're like, what is fluffing?
How does someone not know what fluffing is?
They're vanilla.
Okay, I didn't know they made people that vanilla.
Yeah, they're vanilla. Then these guys were like, "Can you fluff me? I want you to fluff my dick before work." I'm like, dude, do you even know what fluffing is? You're literally being fluffed and then you got to go to work. Like, you're not going to have a happy ending.
So you give it to yourself. Yeah, that'd be really disappointing to get fluffed and then just have to go rub one out.
I just commented something about that. I think this other fan commented on it. He goes, yeah, some people just don't think.
No, they're just like, can I stick my dick in your holes, please?
My mouth.
That is
They
a hole.
don't- Yeah. Oh, that way. Yeah.
Last I checked, that still constitutes a hole. Last I checked.
Yeah.
Please correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you're right. No, they're like, I was like, you're not going to get very far with that.
So, like, how, like, are you just like, oh, you're hard, have a good day?
But I get where they're coming from, but I'm like, it doesn't work that way.
Well, they just want to stick the dick in your mouth. Like, that's just what it is. Really that simple.
Yeah. So now I'm like, now I have to find more videos. A day in the fluffer. Day in the life of a fluffer.
Why do you like that more than...
Because it's something that not many, like, it's like, they don't talk about it.
But is that the
Different.
only reason you like it? Is just it's...
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's like, oh my God, that poor girl. That poor girl. Like, she's fluffing dicks. Like, when are you gonna be upgraded to doing gang? Are you gonna ever be able to? I'm like, Dad, have you been following me? I do gangbangs all the time. Like, they feel bad for me. They're like, Fluffy, like maybe one day she'll get her big chance. I'm like, I've been doing that for so long.
You'll get your gangbang wings like you're an angel? Gangbang angel.
Maybe one day.
How many dicks do you have to fluff to get your wings?
1,000. Ah.
That is just some, like, you're working with, like, amateur male talent when it's like you have to fluff the whole gangbang. Because you end up on like a mainstream set here. It's just like, nah, everyone's good to go or fluffing themselves.
Yeah.
I didn't know people still did that. Like,
I don't know if they do. I don't know if it's like a tadpole studio thing, but I enjoyed it. It was like fun.
well, like when you're fluffing, like what's your rate on that? Like, is it your like normal boy girl rate or?
I've never sold a fluffing video. I'm just there to, I'm just very lucky to be there.
You're just like, nah, I'm just here to get dicks in my mouth. Like, there's no compensation for this besides dicks in my mouth.
I never have accepted any compensation. I was just really happy to be there because I was like, this is some good exposure. For real. I will never accept a dime for fluffing.
Like all these weird penises in my mouth. That's payment enough.
They got tested. That's all I care about.
Well, fair.
I'm just happy to be there. I'm sure other people got paid, but I won't take payment. Literally have never taken payment.
Are you getting laid off set? Like, are you just
Not always.
not enough or?
I'm just really happy that I get to do it.
I have never met someone so ecstatic about being like, yep, strange dicks in my mouth.
Fluffing.
Call it what you want. It's still like just putting someone's penis in your mouth. Oh, it's hard. Have a good day. I mean, if it makes you happy, I'm not here to knock it. It's just a little mind-boggling to me.
Yeah, I've never accepted a single payment for any of the gangbangs.
Really?
Yep.
Are you just making money on the back end on it, or?
Fans will buy it off many vids.
So you're making money off the sales. So
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I enjoy doing it. So, and then fans find they're like, you never, I'm like, no. And I don't want to because I don't know. I just get a lot of attention for not receiving any payment. And I don't want payment.
But why? Just
I enjoy doing it. I'm just,
yeah, but why not get paid for something you enjoy?
That's what the fans spend their money on. The video, they purchase it.
Yeah, but but you could get money from both ends.
Mm.
You could.
Tadpole helps me. I help him. We have each other's backs.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm not here to knock it. I'm just like, but you could be.
Nah.
So is doing all this shit like really scratching like your sexual urges and your itches for like real life too, or?
I don't know. I think I get a lot of attention because the fact that I'm just doing it because it's fun. It's like crazy. I can't believe I'm doing this. And like fans, like they can see that.
So you're just in it for the thrill of it.
Well, and the money, I mean.
No, you just said I'm refusing payment.
But they buy the videos.
For sure.
But I have my reasons for why. But I
know I'm trying to get to the bottom of.
Because I know fans are going to buy the video.
Okay.
They know that I'm not. They see that I'm not. I don't know.
That it's authentic. That you really want to be here. Well,
yeah.
Like you're like, I'm not acting. Ah.
They know. So I know like I'm going to make money off these videos. So no matter what.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying like it's a bad thing. I'm just there's such a limited shelf life for people in the industry in the grand scheme of things. Like it's much better than it used to be, but for the most part, people have so much unlimited time in front of the camera. So it's just like I'm always in the mindset of like, no, take every fucking dollar you can get every fucking second. But
I just if I no judgment to anybody that does, like obviously everybody does, but I know I'm gonna make more of a return doing it the way that I do it.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, if you're like, oh, I'm gonna fucking murder it on the back end, tell me to shut the fuck up. I'm a fucking podcaster. What the fuck do I know? I know, dude. Crushing it. Stop asking. Crushing it.
I just know that I'm going to make more of a return. Mm-hmm.
And that's awesome. That's absolutely awesome. I'm glad you fucking love it. Like, do you ever get into like doing group sex and shit like that in real life, off camera, shit like that, just for fun? Or
I have. When I was doing the fluffing video, it was like after it was done, after Rebel was done, we got to do our gangbang and we could film it and like have our own little gangbang so we can sell that. And I was like, I don't even fucking know I don't have time to figure out consent forms. Like, let's just fuck. So I wanted to know what it was like having a gangbang off camera, just to know what it was like. And it was like insanely, I was like, oh my God, this is so crazy. I'm like, ah. And then like after that, then somebody's like, why are you not recording? I'm like, because I'm a slut and I just can't believe I'm doing this off camera. And I was like, okay, let's get the camera out. But yeah, that made me like, a lot of people are like, oh my God, that's crazy. You're going to do this off camera? All the guys, like, they're like, I'm like, I don't need consent forms. You guys can come fuck me. And they're like coming my way.
Really?
Yeah, you don't have to sign anything. And then after I got that little experience with doing it off camera, then I was like, you know what? Maybe I should sell this. One of the guys was like, you should. So that's when I decided to sell it.
Okay, so the progression was fluffing and then off-camera gangbang, then... Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. I didn't have the timeline there.
I was like, I don't have time to do consent forms or anything. Let's just fuck off camera. I just want to know what it's like.
Well, I didn't realize that, like, the fluffing and then the off-camera gangbang happened before the first, like, on-camera gangbang. I didn't know it was just like, oh, I like gangbangs, but, you know, I don't want to film this and just do it. But
yeah.
Nice.
Pretty much.
Nothing wrong with that, you know? Having a good time with it. Especially, like, everyone's already got a clean test, so fuck it, why not?
Yeah. And then once I started filming, I was like, you know what? I'm like, maybe I could have this film and I can make extra money from this. So I was like, okay, get the camera rolling. And I remember there was a fan. I was like, you've been dreaming of this your whole life. And it's like, you've only known me for not even a year.
Yeah. It's wild what fans assume about people. They're just like, You're making massive assumptions based on an online curated persona.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no one's putting anything out on social media that they don't want to put out.
Yeah.
So you're just making all these assumptions.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, too much cum in the balls. People are dumb.
Oh man, I had somebody tell me, they're like, "You really are the horny girl next door." I was like, because this person was saying like, there's a lot of people that say they are, and then off camera they are not. It's like, you are. I was like, I know I am.
What other wild hookups do you have off camera?
Aruba.
Oh, do tell. Did you fuck the whole island, or what happened?
I was on this boat, and there was like a bunch of 20-year-olds, and they found out I was a MILF, and they got so excited, and they were like fighting over who was going to get me.
Were you just letting them fight it out? Like,
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I was drunk, and I was like, okay. And like, oh my God, it was like insane. It was insane. I don't regret it one bit.
what happened?
I banged on the beach, in the water, in the car.
Same dude, different dudes?
Same one.
Okay.
Like all over.
Like, you're at your sexual peak, bro. We're going to put you to work.
Oh my God, it was insane. And then this other guy that was at a bachelor party.
Was this also in Aruba, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
He wanted me to pee all over him.
Did you?
No.
Why not?
Because he was in his bed, and I was like, you're going to regret this the next day, because the hotel is going to, like...
Yeah, that sounds like his bed, his problems.
Yeah, but anyways, I did not pee on him.
Boo. Boo, Tiff. Boo. The man was consenting and asking for it. It's his
like,
cleaning bill. It's not your problem.
All over me. And I was like, I don't know if we should be doing this. Like, you're going to get charged so much. I did not.
Yeah, but if it had just been squirt, they wouldn't have charged.
No. But yeah, that was insane. We fucked in the ocean or in the Caribbean Sea, on the beach, like all over. And then afterwards, I was like, thanks for letting me have sex with you. I'm going to go.
Nothing wrong with that.
In a boat. I did it in a boat. In an Aruba.
Well, I see why Aruba's on like your top of destinations now.
And the guy was like, I was like, oh my God, I don't want anyone to catch it. It's like, he was local. He's like, they don't care. They probably want to watch. Like, okay. I have so many stories.
Please do tell.
Aruba is like the one place where I would be having sex with everybody. I had a guy that wanted to marry me. He was local. He's like, you want to be my girlfriend? I was like, I don't know. I'm like, no. He's like, I want to come back with you. I was like, I don't think that's a good idea. Thank God I didn't, because
he's just trying to get off the island.
Yeah, he's just trying to get off the island.
It's like, I can get off and I can get off the island? Yes. Yes.
I don't know why that island does that for me.
So no other crazy like international sex trips except Aruba?
Yeah, no. Aruba's it.
Is this why you want to go to Europe, so you can have a crazy European sex adventure?
Yeah. I heard there's crazy stuff that goes on all over there.
I mean, depending on where you are, like there are definitely live sex shows, and like Amsterdam has definitely live sex shows in the red light district.
That sounds fun.
I didn't do it when I was there. I just was like, I work on porn sets. I really don't want to spend money to watch other people have sex right now.
Okay.
That's just me. That I'm not knocking anyone else who does it. Obviously, they're profitable. Otherwise, they wouldn't be doing them.
Yeah.
It's just for me, it's just like I watch enough people have sex. Like I would like to have sex myself instead of watching other people have sex.
Yeah.
And the only reason I didn't buy someone in Amsterdam was like I saw one sex worker that was like, she is hot as shit. That is probably where I'm going to go. But I'm going to do a lap real quick and make sure this is where I want to spend my hard-earned money. I made that lap. I never saw her again.
Oh.
Obviously, she's insanely hot. Someone else, because they have all the sex workers in like the windows in the red light district there.
Yeah.
And it was just like, oh, nope, she's gone. She's gone forever. And no one else was just like, yeah, that's where I'm at. It's one of those things like, if I'm on vacation and I'm going to spend money on sex, like, you got to be someone who I don't think I could have a chance with. Like, you got to be way out of my league and just be like, yeah, I'm paying for something that like I wasn't going to be ever able to get on my own. And not to knock, the prostitutes in Amsterdam, but it was just like, yeah, I'm pretty sure if we were in a bar, I could score here. That could have just been my drunk ego talking, but is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm curious, like, have you given any thought of like where in Europe you want to go? Like,
I haven't. One day though, I'll go to Europe.
What's stopping
I don't
you?
just because I have a lot of collabs coming up, and I'm just like, I want to save that for later because I want to spend more time in Europe. I want to do more research about the area that I want to go into. I don't just want to like show up. I just want to do more research on what area I want to go to.
That makes sense. Have you ever thought about shooting for like legal porno? Does like a lot of crazy anal gangbangs?
No, but who?
Legal porno.
Oh, is he got blonde hair? Is he older?
They're a studio, so I don't.
Oh, never mind. I'm thinking you're talking about like a guy.
No, they're a studio. They're out of Budapest.
Okay.
Well,
I don't know. I would be open to it.
Yeah, I mean it's some wild shit. It's just like multiple penetration, and it's just like how did they angle that to get all the dicks in? Like, it's not anything that like I ever found arousing, but it's just like I'm kind of curious about like the science behind this. Like, there's got to be advanced math to figure out all these angles, and like, there are sometimes like 3-4 dicks in a hole.
Oh my God, I want to do that. I've done DP, anal and vagina, but never like 2 in one hole.
Yeah, like you should look up the legal shit. Like it is like multiple in one hole.
I want to try that so bad. But I'm like, do the guys go like this? They're like,
right, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I don't know.
Oh, 2 guys are like this, and then like 2 guys are stacked up, and there's like 4 guys. That's insane.
Let's see if I can find a.
Oh my God, I have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
So
Oh no, go use the bathroom.
bad.
Go use the bathroom. And Tiff's back.
Yes. After a long ass pee. Like, I didn't know if it was going to stop.
Well, I'm glad you didn't flood my bathroom. I appreciate that. Appreciate you not.
It just kept going and going and going. I was like, is this going to stop?
These things happen. Hey, okay. Before we got back, I just showed her like a small clip of like what some of the stuff legal does. So that looks like fun.
Yeah.
Go to Europe, get every fucking possible orifice filled.
I thought about going to Europe to have like a relaxing vacation, but I think that would sound better.
Well, do both. Go there, get paid, get stuffed, and then go on some relaxing vacation while you're already there. Like, why not just get there, do all the work, take an hour or 2 flight to anywhere else you want to go in Europe, relax, do whatever you want, then come back to the States.
How long is a flight there?
Depends on where you want to go in Europe.
Budapest.
Let's see.
Chicago to Budapest. Budapest.
Let's see. Chicago to Budapest.
That's got to be a direct flight.
Not
They go to
necessarily.
the East Coast and then go on a.
Lufthansa has a flight for 5. It's like 11 hours with a connection.
What the fuck? That's too long. But I think I could do it.
Yeah, it's got to stop in Munich, which, that's rad because Munich airport's actually kind of small, and you probably it's a little bit of a hike to get into the city, but it's a train ride. Like, if you have a long enough stop in Munich, you could like hop the train, go into Munich, get a meal, get some beer, like come back. Because I love doing that shit. Like, when I go abroad, if I'm going to do a layover, I want a long enough layover to actually like go check out the city I'm going to be in.
Mm-hmm.
Years ago, going to South Africa, like did a 12-hour layover in Paris. So that was rad as shit because it's just like, cool, I got a whole day to fuck around in Paris. Plus, then you get out to actually stretch your fucking legs instead of being on a plane for fucking ever. But yeah, it doesn't look like there are any direct flights to Budapest. Like,
Oh, darn. I'm sure I could make it work one day.
layover in Munich, Frankfurt. Yeah, a lot of Germany layovers from Chicago.
I see.
But Germany's supposed to be rad, so I mean, Munich was rad. I haven't seen any other parts of Germany besides Munich.
I want to go to Japan.
Oh,
Japanese porn.
should do it. Big industry.
Kazumi's over in Japan right now.
I know. I keep seeing the photos.
Yeah, I was like, oh, she's eating some weird food though. Ugh. Yeah, I can't do it. Like,
What can't you do?
just the thought of eating an animal brain, like,
I promise you, if it's in Japan, it's probably pretty fucking good.
yeah. Or crickets. Oh, no.
I mean, crickets are like more of a Mexico
The
does.
crunch. Ugh.
I ate giant ants in Colombia. They're delicious.
Giant ants?
Mhm.
How big are they?
I'll show you a picture, but like they're big.
Really?
Yeah,
I
bullet
can't.
They were delicious.
Like their legs and stuff. Ugh.
They were delicious. Like they were just salty and crunchy. Like they were delicious.
Okay.
I have footage of it. Like there's footage on. It's probably on my Instagram of me eating them.
Oh my God. No. I once ate veal and I felt really guilty, but I was like, oh, it's so good. So then I'm wondering, like, maybe that's what it's so good over there, but I don't know.
I had horse last time I was there.
Oh my God.
I had horse sashimi, like it was raw horse.
Ew.
It was delicious. A little greasy, but it was good.
Ew. Oh my God.
My audience is painfully aware I love Japan. Like I've been multiple times.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to go to Japan. I just like, I went to this Japanese, I think it's Japanese restaurant. It's in Mall of America and it's on conveyor belt in the
Conveyor belt sushi.
Yeah. Oh my God. It was so fun. And it was so good.
I promise you, it's better in Japan.
Yeah.
Because it's probably Kura, which is a Japanese company. And like the locations in Japan are infinitely better.
Yeah.
Like after I went last time, right after I got back to the States, I hit the location on the west side. And I'm like, not only is this prohibitively more expensive, the fish just isn't as good.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to go to Japan one day.
Do it. Go shoot some Japanese porn. Their industry's bigger than ours.
Yeah. I want to do a Japanese gangbang.
Do it.
Japanese men that just, I don't understand what they're saying, but I know that they're having a good time.
Would you want them to be elderly Japanese men or?
Both.
Nothing wrong with that. So why aren't you making it happen?
Because I got so much stuff going on right now back here.
Boo.
I know. I'll make it happen one day. I mean, I'm going to be in this industry for a long time, so I'll make it happen.
Yeah, but why not make it happen multiple times?
I got a lot of collabs coming up, and I got to stick to that routine.
Boo.
Maybe next year. I am going to Hawaii, though.
So you're halfway there. You might as well just go from Hawaii on to Japan.
I could.
Only a 6-hour flight to Tokyo from Hawaii.
Oh, gosh. Maybe.
You should do it.
I know. I should. I don't know.
But don't you know?
I don't know. I'm just like thinking about all the timing. I'd have to fly back home and then like it's just not easy as what it sounds. So, but yeah,
I think if you're motivated, you'll make it fucking happen.
I will make it happen. I will go to Japan one day. I don't know why I want to go to Japan so much. I mean, I think it's just because of the culture and the food. And
it's a magical place.
It's just different.
Sorry, audience. It's a magical place.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Manhattan?
No.
Okay. So this doesn't really help, but it is wildly densely populated, but like as expansive as LA, but as densely populated as New York City everywhere.
Yeah.
But it's safe. Like violent crime's really not a thing there.
Okay.
Like it's a very respectful culture. The food's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
The architecture and art is just weird everywhere. Like once we get off air, I will subject you to some of my street art from what I took when I was there last time.
Mm-hmm.
But I love it there. I absolutely love it there. My audience is painfully aware of that because every time it comes up, I just go. And honestly, try to go sooner than later because right now the dollar's very strong versus the yen.
Mm-hmm.
And normally like when I had previously gone, prices are around like came out to be about LA prices for shit.
Mhm.
When I went last year, it's like, oh, shit's 40% off on everything
Oh,
because of the exchange rate. It was fucking amazing.
maybe I can go there in December.
Honestly, if you go there in December and stay through New Year's, there's one of the very unique experiences that only happens twice a year. It's like either New Year's Day or the day after New Year's is like one of the 2 or 3 times a year they open the inner garden of the Imperial Palace and allow people to enter the Imperial Palace and like watch the Emperor speak.
Oh,
I got to do that. It was fun. I mean, it wasn't even necessarily fun. It was just an experience because like me and my buddy were definitely the only non-Japanese people in that line. And there was probably legitimately 1 million people that went through there.
oh gosh. So if they see a blonde, they're going to go nuts.
We definitely got some odd looks from like the security and like the equivalent of the Japanese Secret Service, but it was just like, fuck it. You know, this is something that they only do like once or twice a year. So why not?
Do you speak Japanese?
Not a fucking word.
Okay.
Well, not actually, I do speak a couple words, but not sentences.
Yeah.
And thankfully, at least in Tokyo, all the signage is in English.
Oh, okay.
So it's pretty easy to get around. Menus either have English menus or a lot of menus just have pictures. So there is a lot of times you're literally just pointing at something and be like, that looks good. You're not exactly sure what you're eating. But it's hard to get a bad meal there. It really is.
Okay.
You might be a little adventurous, but it's legitimately hard to get a bad meal.
Okay. I'll have to think about going next year.
I'll happily be your tour guide.
That'd be awesome. Because I don't know what I'm doing there.
I barely know what I'm doing there.
I'm like, I hope I don't end up in some like situation where I'm like, what did I get? How did I get here?
Those are the best adventures. Don't worry, Tiff. You can suck your way out. You can suck your dick out of it. You can freedom.
Oh my God, Japanese men. I want I saw this like thing on Twitter. It was like a hide and seek type thing. Did you see that? The woman hides and they go look for her. Yeah, you saw that? I was like, oh my God, that looks so fun. And they're like, she's like screaming, like, ah, you baby. She's like running away and they go get her.
It's a wild place. It absolutely just is a wild place.
I think that's when I was like, I want to go to Japan. I had a guy who was, I don't know if he was from Japan, but he was saying, do you need to do more sex tape with Asian men? Because I have one with an Asian man, and then I have one from the gangbangs that people are like, you need more with him. So I was like, oh, maybe one day I'll do like a Japanese gangbang.
Should do it. Should do it soon because they're kind of short on male talent over there.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
It keeps being articles published like they need more male talent in Japan.
Oh, shit. All those men need to sign up. I wonder why there's not enough.
I think it might be a cultural thing because, they're very big on tradition, family.
Yeah.
So, like, might be dishonorable to the family to be a porn star.
And the ones that are, they're probably really successful because they don't have enough of them.
Right.
So if you're Japanese, you should sign up to be a porn star.
Right. They're going to blur your dick anyways, man.
Oh my God.
Like, you're self-conscious about what your dick looks like on film. It's just going to be blurred. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
What is your favorite meal when you were over there?
Oof.
Was it something weird?
No. So, of all the times I've been there, like, my favorite meal, there's a teppanyaki place in Roppongi.
Mm-hmm.
Like, have you ever gone out for, like, Korean barbecue or,
Korean food? Mm-hmm.
Like, got the grill in the middle
Hibachi?
of the
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, but, like, you cook it yourself, not...
I've never cooked it myself, but I've been to hibachi where another person cooked it.
Well, yeah, but it's like Benihana where they're, like, the chef and...
Yeah.
So this is a teppanyaki place where, like, there's a grill in the, like, it's a grill just for your party. It's not like you're sitting in a group and you cook it yourself. They bring you like plates of raw meat, raw seafood, whatever. And there's a teppanyaki place in Roppongi that's fucking phenomenal. They offer on the menu like Kobe sashimi. Like you just get raw strips of Kobe and dip it in soy sauce and melts in your mouth. Like that's the quality of beef.
What is Kobe?
Kobe beef.
Kobe beef.
So
Like a beef. I'm assuming.
it's Wagyu. Like so it's the way Kobe's prepared is like the cow has to have a special diet and like it's how the cow's treated. The cow ends up being very fatty and like the fat's very marbled into the muscle. It's some of the most expensive beef on the planet.
Oh.
You know, I'm not usually into eating raw beef like in the States, but Japan is like on another level about like the food safety and shit like that. So it's just like, oh yeah, I'll eat this raw beef just dipped in soy sauce. Delicious. So I'm like just grilling it and like all the seafood just fucking pigged out. It was like reasonably priced, and for like $18 US more, it was like all you could drink too. So we got trashed.
Yeah.
Because drinking is a huge part of Japanese culture.
Is it sake?
They do. I mean, they drink a lot of whiskey too.
Every time I think of sake, I think of Austin Powers. So ever since I was thinking of Austin Powers, I'm like, where can I get some sake?
Pretty much anywhere.
But I want it in Japan.
Yeah, no, you can definitely get sake in Japan. Like
Sake.
I've gone out for a lot of rad sushi. I went out one night for fugu, which is pufferfish.
Oh.
Which, if it's not prepared properly, can kill you.
Oh, hell no.
It's really played up because it's one of those things where, like, the way it kills you, it's a paralytic.
Okay.
And you just can't collapse the muscles to breathe, and that's how you die. But if you get poisoned with it in an urban setting, they just put you on a ventilator till your body metabolizes it and you'll be fine.
I can't do that. No.
Or 99.9% of the time, you'll just be fine because they'll be prepared properly.
Okay. I think I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's a deadly puffer fish.
I love seared salmon. Or is it tuna? It's kind of like a steak. Is that
It's probably tuna, yeah.
Yeah, I love where it's like raw in the middle, but seared. It tastes so good.
Oh, yeah, no, that's delicious.
Yeah, it's really good. I love that. Yeah.
A lot of rad seafood, just ridiculously hard to get a bad meal in Japan.
Yeah.
Hell, even the 7-Eleven has good food in it.
I heard that the reason why I want to go overseas is because they have their food, like their ingredients, they're very strict about what doesn't go into it versus the United States. Because somebody's like, I ate a bunch of bread and all this stuff and I didn't gain a pound. Then I come back to the States, I eat that and I didn't even eat that and I gained like 10 pounds. And
yeah, they also neglected that they're probably walking like fucking 10 miles a day.
That is another thing that I read. I was like, okay, maybe it's because they walk.
Sorry to the audience that heard this. Like last time I went to Japan, I walked 11 miles on the first day and my legs were like, bro, you've been indoors for the pandemic for the last 2 years. I don't think you've walked 11 miles in the last 2 years. What are you doing? Like I did that, and like I did that with my full camera bag and a 50-pound roller bag on like all the trains to get to my hotel.
Yeah.
My legs hurt the entire week I was there. It was just like, fuck. And the previous trips, like, definitely did that kind of walking, and my knees would be bothering me by the end of the day, but not like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like my legs were just like, dude, no. But great, pigged out, just ate rad food the whole fucking time, and like even going to like Japanese fast food, like going to like getting
McDonald's.
Well, no, like not getting Americanized fast food, but like getting like rice bowls and shit like that. Like a lot of places will do for like the equivalent of like $6-7 US, like bowl of rice, freshly grilled meat of like pork or beef or whatever, and then an egg you can crack over, a raw egg you can crack over it. It's fucking delicious.
You know what that reminds me of? You ever seen The Fifth Element?
Yeah.
It reminds me of that. They stop and then they cook them food, and was that Japanese inspired? Or?
Probably.
Okay.
A lot of sci-fi likes to see like Japanese inspired. Like, you ever seen Blade Runner?
Yes.
Like he's sitting there eating the fucking noodles, and like that's very fucking like very Tokyo-esque.
Okay.
There's a lot of like indoor outdoor spaces where like you'll sit there and like get ramen and get shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing place. I love it so fucking much. And bums me out that it's like, oh yeah, it's been almost a year since I was there last.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that's why I'm drawn to it, because a lot of the movies that I watched as a child, they had some kind of Japanese inspired into it. So I'm like, I want to go there. It's like comfort. It's
You
like,
should go. Go.
okay, I'll go.
Cool.
Would you pick Japan over Amsterdam?
100%. Without a doubt.
What is it about Japan? Is it just the culture?
It's the culture. It's the food. Like, my big beef with Amsterdam is you can drink all night in Amsterdam. You can buy weed most of the night. You can't find food after 10 p.m.
Oh,
Like, you'll go to bars that have kitchens and they won't be serving any food after 10.
okay.
You can drink till 5 o'clock in the morning and you can't fucking find food in the tourist, like in the red light district. And like, there's just no late night food to be had. Tokyo is like truly a fucking 24-hour city. The only, sorry, audience, once again, the only wild thing you have to consider in Tokyo is if you were out drinking away from where you're staying, the last train is at like 11:30 midnight, and they don't start running until 5 a.m.
Oh my God. So you're trapped.
But the bars are open till 5.
Oh my God.
So you have to make the executive decision of, am I staying out all fucking night,
yes.
or am I hopping a train back to where I'm staying?
Partying all night with the Japanese men and women. I'm gonna be like the American, like going crazy, and they're gonna be like, ah! I know, because whenever I go places, I connect really well with people.
It's the move. And it's a sight to be seen to watch, like, especially on a Friday or Saturday night, watch all the people going to a major station at 5 o'clock in the morning. Like when all the bars close, like the whole district empties into this train station. It's like a fucking football or soccer stadium emptying into a train station.
Are they all just like,
Oh, and they're all trash.
dead tired?
Yeah, trash, dead tired. Fuck it.
Oh my God, I love it.
And the thing about it is you can actually get cabs like during the other time, but cabs are prohibitively expensive.
Okay.
So it's just like the first few days I was there, the first trip, we were taking cabs. We were like, fuck, this is expensive. And then we realized, oh, for the equivalent of like $10 US, you could get a pass that gives you unlimited access for 24 hours.
Okay, I think if I went there, I would use the first 2 days to do like overnight clubbing, bar hopping, staying up till 5, because then I'll need that next day to recover. And then the rest of the time, get up early, explore, and then I probably would end up clubbing.
Nothing wrong with it. Hey, my piece of advice to anyone who ever goes there is get a room that is tiny. Like, just get a room to just put your shit down and sleep, because it is a city that always has shit going on, and there's no reason to stay in your hotel room.
Yeah.
Like the first trip, because I was burning hotel points, we stayed in the Ritz-Carlton. And we ended up like staying in 2 nights because it was just like, we're at the fucking Ritz. Like, it's beautiful. We have a fucking huge room. Let's just order in and chill. It was a mistake. The second trip, me and 3 friends shared a room that was so small that only one of us could get out of bed at a time. 2 bunk beds on either side of each other. Only one of us could be out at a time. And it was the best choice because, like, we'd get ready to go in the morning, we'd all make it out, and then we'd fucking go.
Oh my God.
Like, no reason to stay in that room.
Yeah. Okay, I think I'm going to go to Japan one day.
Do it soon. Do it.
You said how long is a flight?
From LA, it's about 12 hours.
Okay, what about Chicago?
Add 4 hours.
God. Okay,
But that's direct at least.
Okay, I'd have to make that. I'm so scared to go by myself.
I thought I was going to be your tour guide.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. You'll be my tour guide. Because I don't know what the fuck I'd be doing there. And I'd be relying on you to speak their language. Or at least you knowing what they're saying.
Oh, I don't know what they're saying. I'm just fucking... So there's a nonstop 13 hours, 30 minutes from Chicago.
13 hours? That's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it a red eye flight?
I don't know.
Oh my God. I dealt with the rudest flight attendant. I don't know if she was a pilot or a flight attendant yesterday at the this morning at the Chicago airport made me realize I am never going to ask a flight attendant a question ever again. We're at the airport. The Starbucks is over across.
Right.
I'm like, I want something to eat. And I asked her just so kindly, I was like, do you know when the Starbucks opens? Because she looked like she goes to airports. She would kind of know, like, yeah,
Right.
they usually open it. She goes, do I look like I know what time they open it? I'm trying to get myself ready here. And just because I look like I'm working here doesn't mean I'm working here. I'm like, I just assumed that you knew because I'm like, okay.
What a
and then
bitch.
she was like, you can read signs if they're open. I was like, well, there's no sign. I was like, whatever. I was like, freaking it. And then I found out she was on my flight.
She's a flight attendant on your flight?
Yeah, I think she was the pilot.
Oh.
I was like, oh shit. I hope she's so moody. I hope she don't crash this plane. American Airflight. I don't know what. So I just assume like she just really hates her job, or she didn't want to be. She's probably like, I'm a pilot.
How dare you?
Work at this airport.
I'm an Airbus driver, goddammit.
I thought you were a pilot. I just assumed you knew because you probably travel a lot and you kind of have a system of they usually open at 5:15 a.m. I'm sorry I asked you. She's taking her pictures like to herself. And then what does she do? She goes in the line at Starbucks. And then I went and it was, I don't know. That was my first time in dealing with a rude person. It's like, you hate your job. It's like, I'm so glad I don't work with you. This is why I do porn. You're the coworker I don't want. This is a reminder of why I don't work a 9 to 5.
Ridiculous.
For real. That was so rude. I was like,
Maybe she's just having a bad day. Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I was not assuming she was working at the airport.
Right, like I didn't think you were a fucking Starbucks employee, lady.
I knew she was a pilot. And her last name was Winfrey. Living in I was like, oh, she's related to Oprah Winfrey, so I better be careful.
Right? She gets you canceled. Fucking canceled.
But I don't know if it was her. I saw her go on the plane and then I never saw her again. So I was like, maybe she was the pilot, but I was like, I don't want to piss her off. And I just want to know what time.
Like, I just want a coffee, goddammit.
I just want a fucking coffee. I don't care if you work here.
Oh, shit. Well,
I was like, okay, bye then.
on that note, Tiff, we're actually going to call last call. Do you know we've been doing this for over 2 hours already?
We have.
We have.
That's insane.
It is. We'll definitely have you back on. Maybe we'll do one of these from Tokyo.
Yay. Oh my God, that would be awesome.
But before we get you out of here, where can they find you on the things?
Twitter.
At
Wisconsin_Tiff. Or you can Google me by Wisconsin Tiff XXX.com.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Tiff, it was a pleasure. We'll definitely do this again.
Yay!
Hopefully you'll get some more gangbangs under your belt in the meantime. But until next week, drink up, motherfuckers.
Cheers.